Hello, this is Kathy from Wisconsin, bringing you a new idea, not in cooking, but in crafts. I don't know if you ever made flowers out of Kleenex. You get a box of Kleenex, like this. You take 3 of them, one on top of the other, and fold them like this with the crease going this way. Then you get some wire. Something like this from a craft store. Just thin wire. Then you go with this back and forth like a fan. And when you have it folded like a fan, then you tie it tightly with this wire. Now, I will tell you a story. When I was in 8th grade, the children in the kindergarten used to go out at recess in the morning and in the afternoon. And the ones who weren't able to play hard like the other children to get all the energy out would sit there and either read or something. They didn't have all these iPods and cell phones or anything. So they would take a couple of us girls out of the 8th grade to go and teach them something, whether it's reading to them, singing to them. And I came up with this craft. Now that was many, many years ago. And these kids were fascinated by this, that they could make flowers out of Kleenex. Well, after they made the fan, then I told them very carefully, with their 2 thumbs, they pull these things apart. Now, yeah, some might rip or this and that, no big deal. It's very forgiving. Now, when they're all pulled apart, they come up like this nice little flower. Unbelievable. Now you can go to a craft store and get little things to go behind here. I forgot what they call them, but they're little green things to hold it up. Then you just, in a craft store, get some craft tape. It's not really tape. They use it in flower stores also. Then you just find a long wire. They sell these long wires in the store, heavy wires. But what I have found to be much cheaper is to get a thin hanger and cut my own wires. And you save a lot of money. You can make them as long as you want. And here you can see the tape. These were tape, but I didn't put anything at the top. I just made the flowers. And then, after making the flowers, each one of the kids got one to take home. It was so nice. They brought them home to their mom. But you take some paint and just barely touch the top of the flower here, like this. I hope I'm working with just one hand, so the other one's holding the camera. I just tinted this one this morning with your craft paints, all different colors. So if you want to make it for St. Patty's Day, you make them green. But these I made for when my son came back from Iraq. This was the centerpiece, red, white, and blue. But St. Patty's Day is coming up, so you can make the green ones for St. Patty's Day. And that'd be kind of neat. But one more hint. You can make these pink and blue for a baby shower. And this is, a lot of people spend a lot of money on flowers and this and that, but if you're throwing a little party at your house, it's so easy to make these. And they are so cute, and kids love making these too. They just have to take their time, get them away from their television, their iPod, and get them interested in making some crafts for a party. And then, not only that, this one here is over a year old. And I just dust them off and I leave them in the vase because I kind of think they're kind of neat. especially when the 4th of July is coming up and holidays like that. But the whole point is, this is fun to do, and if you have any flower scent like roses, carnations, or anything, put a little scent on it. I had these going up and down the stairs for a baby shower. So I think anybody can do these, and it is fun. And you're not wasting a lot of money. Take your 2 thumbs and just pull this apart like this. And when you get this whole side done, you see how it's getting raggedy? That's fine, that's what you want. That's what a carnation, whoops, no big problem. That'll fit in. You'll see how that works out. Anyway, now I twist and turn to make it more flexible. And then what you do is just try to pull them apart. If you break a piece off, no big problem, because you're going to have plenty. But you might have to keep working this back and forth because it is tight. Then you just keep pulling, 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 and then go back and do the next row. It's kind of hard if you don't have fingernails. I wear mine out in the garden. But you just keep going. Try to do only one, because 2 doesn't make it look so great. But if you keep going 1, 1, 1, see how that's forming? And you just keep going around and around to all of them. Now, I'm pulling 2 up at a time here. But what you can do then is go back to the 1. And if it rips like that, that's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. Don't throw it away. Just keep going and going. You might find a little piece that might break off here and there, but it's still going to look great. You just got to be careful. It's very thin Kleenex. But just keep going, and before you know it, you'll have something like this. Now, let's see. I want to show you something. Okay, say I don't like this piece. Well, I jerk it off if it doesn't look right to me. Let's see. Sometimes there's a real thin piece someplace. But, this one, all in all, is okay. I could paint it and do whatever you want. Just want to show you what that would look like. So have fun making your flowers and painting your flowers. And it's fun for the kids. This is great to pin on your coat or jacket or sweater for St. Patty's Day also. Because if you lose it or anything happens to it, no big loss. I mean, they're so nice and cheap to make. And this is not something new. This has been known to make this like this for over 60 years. Have fun.